Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm CC SLC Gamer, bringing you another video, and man, with the actor strike officially done, they've shown a lot of crazy things. So, I'm sure you're all aware that this morning they revealed the first teaser trailer for Inside Out 2, which I'm very happy that they finally released a teaser for that, because I've been wanting to see what this sequel will look like. And the story that they're doing for Inside Out 2 is so amazing. Riley is now 13 and going through some puberty, it turns out, but not only that, but we're getting some new emotions in this movie. And to be honest, I'm a bit happy that they're adding in some new people into this. And the one that we met in the teaser, Anxiety, who's played by Maya Hawke, who we all know from Stranger Things, is going to be part of this. But not only her, it also says that they're going to be replacing Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling is Fear and Disgust. Because here it says that Tony Hall will be Fear in the sequel, and Liz Leparda will be Disgust. So I am a little bit sad about that, because I thought Bill Hader was pretty good as Fear, but for people who don't really have that many lines, I could see why they would want to change it. But in other news, there was some news alert regarding Shrek 5, which was going so wild last night after scrolling through Instagram. But thanks to a little link that people have found, they're saying that the movie will most likely be able to be released on 2025. So it's that officially confirms that they want to do another movie for Shrek 5, another movie for Shrek, but I don't know, it just feels like they shouldn't make another Shrek movie, mostly because the last two that they've made for Shrek didn't do all that well, and man, I just don't know what they would actually do for the story for a Shrek 5. Whether this is like continuing the story after the fourth movie, or doing something totally different, like actually doing a total reboot for Shrek. So it's got me wondering what they would actually do for the story. But I am hoping that if they are making another movie for Shrek, they gotta at least bring back the OG cast, like Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, for example. And plus they would also have to think of a good villain that they could put in the movie, because most of the people that we've seen in these Shrek films had a pretty interesting demise in their movie. And plus, it has to be fairy tale related, so they would have to try to think more. They would have to think deep on who they would want for a villain. Like Jack Horner, for example, he was a very interesting villain, especially with the sequel for Puss in Boots. Prince Charming, the prince who was supposed to rescue the princess, I could see why he would be a good villain because of Shrek rescuing her. But as for any other fairy tale people, I don't know who exactly would be a good villain, but I would leave it up to them to try to figure that out for them. But now that the strike is done, a lot of people have been posting all these things about the movies that we've been getting news alerts about, like Mortal Kombat 2, for example, that sequel for the 2021 version. It will officially start filming again now that the strike is done. And I do know that either around the beginning of this year or around the end of last year, they did start sending out pictures of behind the set stuff, and also showing some pictures of the full cast. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Karl Urban being Johnny Cage, because that sounds really interesting. Where I thought when I saw that poster for Johnny Cage, it could have been like Ryan Reynolds or something, due to the way they make Johnny Cage in the games and in the movies. That was just in my personal opinion, but I have hope that they will make Karl Urban a really good Johnny Cage. And also adding in some other people like Katana, Jade, Shao Kahn. Katana, played by Adeline Rudolph. Don't know much about her, but after seeing the way how she looks, I could definitely see why they would want to have her be a Katana, because she definitely has the type of face for Katana. And Tati Gabriella, who I do know was in the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland, she will be the one playing Jade. I don't know why they decided to make her Jade, because I don't really recall Jade being someone with dark skin. But maybe I'll just have to revisit the games and see if that's actually what she looks like. Because if she is, then I'll have zero doubt that they'll make her a good Jade. And as for Shao Kahn, I didn't know that they would want to try to bring Shao Kahn into this sequel, but I was thinking it has to be some kind of big wrestler type of person. My first opinion would probably be Dwayne Johnson, mostly because he's this really big guy, and plus he does kind of seem like the type of person who would fit really good for Shao Kahn. But when I heard that who they found was Martin Ford, I did have a little bit of questions on why him. But after browsing through the internet, I could definitely see why, because Martin Ford actually looks a bit similar to Dwayne Johnson. He's big and super strong too, and that's a really good thing for Shao Kahn. You gotta find someone who has an appearance of something like that, who's big and is very strong and all that. So now that the strike is over, I'm sure they're gonna continue filming all this, and who knows, maybe by the end of this year they could possibly reveal a trailer to us, and maybe I can give you my personal opinion on it. And of course, Deadpool 3, the one thing that everyone's been talking about lately, can finally get back into production, especially since before the strike ended they showed some amazing behind the scene photos of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as Deadpool and Wolverine. But today, Ryan Reynolds actually tweeted something out that they're gonna be putting in a Dogpool, who's a version of Deadpool, but he's actually a dog. And man, I had no idea they were planning on making a Dogpool into this. I only heard about the rumors of a Kidpool, but still no official news if that's what they're still planning on doing. But if the Kidpool doesn't work out, I'm sure the Dogpool will most likely be good enough. And plus, after all the stuff that they were able to shoot before the strike, I have hopes that they would be able to reveal a trailer to us by the end of this year. At least that's what my hope is. And that now that the strike is over, they can officially clarify that they will still release the movie by June 2024. So probably don't have to worry about delaying it any further. Oh, and some other news. The movies are officially back in production. I'll give them that, but if you are Mortal Kombat fans and Invincible fans, you would know that Omni-Man is now officially able to play on Mortal Kombat 1. And if you've seen some of my videos on my channel already, you would already know that he's like this really big violent type of person. And the fatalities look so good. They make them very related to what he does in the show. So I'm happy to play as him, but the only downside is Omni-Man is unlocked to play, but not Tremor. Like when I tried to play with Tremor, he was still unlocked for some reason, and I have no idea why. Maybe one of you guys who have played with Tremor would probably know why, or if you guys have found something out about Tremor, please let me know so that way I could just know. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys here today. Comment down below what you thought of the video and all these updates, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!